All right, last week. Well, first, welcome to Warrior Wednesday, and now we're going to continue on with the conversation from last week. Last week we talked about the power of piles, and today I want to add a continuation from that because the one question I feel like I didn't answer really well is, how do you make a pile? Now, this seems like a really dumb question, but I promise we're going to go somewhere with it. Look what we have before us. This is a typical pile from our family, and I want to take you through the process of how do I make a pile, because sometimes you walk in the room, you look at this whole mess, and you go like, it's too big, it's scattered everywhere, I don't even know how to start, it's just too big of a mess, and your brain wants to shut down, and you want to yell at your kids, and you want to get frustrated, and it's like, here's how you make a pile. First, you start with the mess that's right in front of you. So if I come in and the mess that's right in front of me, I start making a pile, means I got to decide a place where I'm going to collect everything. So I put it all together. I grab all these papers that have been sitting here and drawn all nice and neat by my son here. And I start collecting it over here. And then I start grabbing everything else that's here, the clothes that haven't been quite folded yet, though they're clean. And I grab the markers, and I grab the stuff that's on the ground over here. And I grab the books that have been over there. And I get all these movies that have been taken out. And I grab a little bit of, that's someone's blanket. I grab some clothes here, move this stuff out of the way, so I'm sure I got to dig right here. But the fact that I had a place to collect everything means that I can even trudge along with my feet and just start kicking things in the direction of the pile. Now, this looks like a slightly bigger mess than it did before, but if you look around, what you notice is that the rest of the area doesn't look as messy. The fact is, when you gather the mess together, the mess that's in front of you can now seem huge when you take a good look at it. But it actually gives you the opportunity to clean up areas of your life that are far distant from the mess that's in front of you. In the case literally here, now the room's clean. I just discovered something that I really like. I discover that I really like seeing the carpet without anything on it. So does my wife, by the way. That's like brownie points. I clean up the carpet, and she's like, oh, I love being at home. Carpet messy. Opposite ensues. Okay, so we're here. We got the mess together. Now the next thing is, all right, I've got a pile. I can see what's there. I got to start picking it up and deciding where things go. All right, so I take a good close look at it. I go, this is clothing here. This is somebody else's clothing, and I'm going to have to put that somewhere else. But I notice already that all the stuff that belongs here close to the desk, you notice that I'm cleaning my house on film, by the way. I put the things that are close to the desk in the spot where they belong. This is somebody's thing. Look, here's a drawing pad that goes here. Here's some videos, and I'm not going to clean the whole thing because I don't want to waste your time. But the idea is that all of a sudden, I got to fold these. I got these shoes that I know exactly where they go, and there are the rest of the markers, surprisingly. Wow, apparently my daughter likes purses. And I find trash in the middle of this. This is a drawing. Here's some trash. Okay, and then I get to throw the trash away, and I'll put the movies away. The idea here is, bit by bit, because I take a close look at it, I see things that are similar, and I can put them away. Now, how does this relate to your kids? By the way, just today, the kids woke up. My wife asked the oldest to clean things up, and the first thing he did was make a pile. So it's working. Okay. How does it relate to your life? Well, okay, you can clean up the house really well. Your kids start to learn how to clean up the house because now there's not stuff in nooks and crannies everywhere. Second, you got a mess in your life, you got emotional turmoil, you got stuff going on in your relationship with your wife or your kids or your colleagues at work or your friends at church. You got stuff going on with your relationship with God, or you're feeling disconnected or something, and then we go like, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do. The answer is to start with the mess in front of you. That's how you make the pile. You just start taking a close look at the mess in front of you. That's it. And once you've got a good close look at what is right in front of you, all of a sudden you've gathered everything together and you see it's a bigger mess than you thought it was. But then as you keep looking at it, you get clear on, oh, well, wait, hold on. I can handle this piece. I know where this piece goes. And then you can start to sort it out, but not if you're not willing to take a direct look at what's right in front of you. I just worked with someone over the phone who had a very simple misunderstanding with a friend and was just wanting to rant and rave about it and have like an emotional outpouring because of it. And there's nothing wrong necessarily with that, except that it wasn't going anywhere. The mess wasn't getting cleaned up. So through some very strategic coaching, all I did was say, let's take a good look at this mess. Let's make a pile of it. Let's see exactly what it is from the inside, from the upside, from the bottom. See what you want that's underneath the whole pile. A cleaner floor. And then let's take some action toward making that happen. Okay, you got messes everywhere, I got messes everywhere, and we sometimes get overwhelmed by them. But if you can just learn to make it a pile, it will not only solve that mess, but the mess that was on the other side of the floor, that got cleaned up too. Right? If you want more tips like this, go subscribe.